Hey everyone, and welcome to another video for the YouTube Artist Collective. If you're not sure what that is, feel free to read my video description to learn more about it. Our theme this month, chosen by you guys, was Grimm's Fairytales. So thank you so much to everybody who suggested themes and voted. I am so happy that this one was chosen. I really love all the stories in Grimm's Fairytales. It was pretty hard for me to choose which story I wanted to do, but at the end of the day, I chose Snowdrop, which is basically Snow White. We also have some guests this month, so if you'd like to give them a special welcome, you can comment below and say welcome to them, or you can go to their channels because the links will be in my video description. Links for everybody else who is normally in the collective are also below, and you can check out their videos for this month's theme as well. Guys, I owe you a huge apology real quick, but my head keeps popping into the video at the beginning. It's just because I'm doing this line art here and I keep leaning over this light box, but I can promise you in about 15 to 20 seconds, my head will disappear and you'll stop seeing it bob in and out. I'm so sorry about that. Definitely be sure to check out all of the artists that are doing this theme. It's really fun to watch these pieces of art evolve because the collective has grown significantly over time, and we have a lot of different people, a lot of different art styles, and with that comes a lot of different personalities, different likes and dislikes. Therefore, different stories stand out to different people, and it's just so neat to see what people choose, how they bring these stories to life, and what kind of styles come out with this. And the fact that it's just fairy tales just makes this whole month seem so magical. I'm just really digging it, and so I hope you guys enjoy it too. I have some news for you, and I cannot forget to say this in this video. This is something that our manager, Amanda, has been working on for a really long time. So shout out to her, and thank you, Amanda, for all you do for us. You're amazing. She designed a calendar that grabs different pieces of art that we've all done over the since the collective was established, basically. And she made different artworks for different months. So with all these previous themes that we've done, they are now on a calendar, and some months have collages where it's a couple of different artists, but most months just feature one piece from a specific artist. The link for that calendar, if you want it, it's a 2018 calendar, by the way, is in the video description below. So be sure to check that out. We are so excited about it, and Amanda poured so much work into this, so thank you to her once again. When I decided to do the piece, The Snowdrop, as I said, this is essentially Snow White, but a little bit more of a morbid version. I decided the first thing I wanted to do was make it feel like it came out of a fairy tale. Therefore, as you saw in the beginning, I was using a tracing table, not a tracing table, what is it? A light box. I was using one of those to trace my sketch lines. I guess it's a tracing table. What do you call it? And I wanted the line art to be really clean so that it felt like it really did come out of a storybook. I usually don't do these black outlines or different kinds of line art. I go for a softer, semi-realistic look, but I just knew right away this felt fitting. Also, since I did this line art, I have put it in my store for you as a coloring page. Let's talk about my store real quick. In my store today, you will find this original piece, if you would like to buy it, prints, and, as I said, the coloring pages. In addition to that, I will have some other art that I just have neglected putting up in there for a while. Just figured I would throw that out there. My favorite part of the Snowdrop and Snow White stories are both when Snow White, I'm going to use the name Snowdrop and Snow White interchangeably because it's really hard for me not to say Snow White. I have tried so many times, and this is probably about my 12th take doing this voiceover, so I'm just going to use them interchangeably. My favorite part is when Snow White kind of wanders through the woods because, well, in the Grimm's version, the queen wanted her killed, had the servant take her out to kill her in the woods, but he had mercy and let her go. Well, she came up to this cottage here where these 7 dwarves lived, made herself right at home, nibbled from all their meals, took little pecks from their loaves of bread, and then she tried out all their beds, which, how gutsy of her, you know? And then she fell asleep. Fell asleep right in one of their beds. So that's the part I'm drawing here is, she's got a full stomach now. All this bad stuff just happened to her earlier, but now she has a full stomach, a bed to sleep in. She doesn't even know whose house she's in, though, which I think is so brave. And these dwarves find her. And when they wander into their home, they're like, somebody was in my house. Who was eating from my silverware? Who drank from my glass of wine? Who was using my knife? Somebody was in my bed. And so they're looking around and they're trying to figure out what exactly happened. And that's when they discover her in their bed. So that's the exact part that I'm drawing. It's my favorite part, even in Snow White, in Snowdrop, everything. I love this part. So later on, at the end of the video, you will see that I'm drawing the 7 lanterns that they're holding, and they hold it up above the bed to see her in one of their beds. You'll see that later. As far as shading goes on this, I had so much fun because, she kind of already has the whole color scheme thing picked out. It wasn't left super much for imagination because the story says that her mom wanted her skin to be as white as snow, her cheeks as red as blood, and her hair to be as black as the ebony wood on the window frame. I tried to go along with that as much as possible, except her cheeks. I made them like pink because I just didn't feel like it would work out to make them super red. I made up for that with her lips though. Everything else I tried to keep as traditional as possible. I did use the Disney outfit because I felt like it was fitting, and I just don't think I can not use that. So my inspiration for that did also come from Snow White. Another reason why I chose this one, though, is because I don't know if any of you guys like Once Upon a Time, but I am a Once Upon a Time junkie, and Snow White is one of my favorite characters. Well, I really like Mary Margaret, she switches back and forth. But this kind of also reminds me of her in a way, so yeah. This was really, really fun, though. I especially am happy that I chose to do the line art and kind of rolled with that. I'm going to briefly change the subject and talk about what you want to see on my channel. For this holiday season, I think I'm going to up my videos to 2 or 3 per week. I've discussed this previously, and then I went on vacation, so I couldn't keep up with it while I was gone. But I'm home now, so if you have any ideas for videos that you would like to see, feel free to let me know below, because I want to do what you guys want to see, I want you to feel very included here in the art community. By the way, did I mention on social media, if you participate in the Grimm's Fairytales theme this month, feel free to use the hashtag YTAC. That stands for YouTube Artists Collective. It will let us see it if we search the hashtag. It will let everybody see it if they search the hashtag. And it kind of just brings us all together. I think it'll be really fun to look back at later. Back to talking about my channel. As I said, 2 to 3 videos per week. Do you want to see more COPIC drawings like this with line art? Would you like to see more oil paintings, gouache? Let me know. Tutorials? What kind of tutorials? Or advice videos? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'm trying to plan some future videos, and your input would be great. As I previously said too, feel free to subscribe and watch everybody else's videos who's participating in the collective. Links will be listed below. This is the part on my piece that I felt like was a struggle, and I almost kind of hit a wall. I could see this in my mind, but bringing it to life was so hard. See, I wanted a really dark room, but her hair is black and her shirt is blue, so it was a bit of a struggle, and I didn't think purple would look right, and I made that the blanket. So I decided to do a lighter blue and then do these lanterns floating above her, and you can see there's 7 of them. But I don't have a ton of COPICs that are very close shades of blue, so it's kind of hard for me to blend with blue. So I decided, well, let's just use colored pencils and layer this a bunch of times. So I stopped filming and I literally layered it probably at least 5 times to get this like smooth look. And then I kept on shading. So it was kind of hard, and it probably took me an hour or 2 to get it the way I wanted. And yeah, you can see here, this is where I started filming again, and it looks a lot better than it did before all those layers. It just took a lot of time. But I decided later to change it up again, so you'll see my struggle. It was really fun bringing the yellow colors from the lanterns into the environment in the foreground, though. Like, her outfit was so fun, and then going around the hair and everything with the yellow. That was probably my favorite part of this piece, just because I felt like it was coming to life a little bit, I guess. Right now, I'm using acrylic paint to help with these lights because colored pencil wasn't working out for me, and I didn't know what else to do. And then I felt like, maybe acrylic will work. And I was very happy with that. So that was the end of the struggle. I decided to do a somewhat impressionistic approach, and I was inspired by Starry Night for that part. So that's kind of what the background style is, more impressionistic. I hope you like this piece. Again, links to my shop will be listed below. One link to my shop. But the original is available, and there will be prints, and the coloring pages will be available for download. I hope you liked this. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you are participating in this month's theme and what story you plan on drawing or painting. Oh, by the way, I did the glitter in the outfit at the end of the video, and I'm using these Spica glitter pens, and it reflects so beautifully in the light. It's so fun. I lined the gold hems and everything with this like glittery ink, and yeah, I'll hold it up at the end and you can see it. This was really fun, and I hope you liked it. As I said, let me know if you plan to participate. See the glitter? Yay! Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. See you next week, or in like 3 days. Bye!